Yes. So recording started. Yeah. So first of all, very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So we have with us Mr. Akanshu, who have recently cleared his CISA examination. So I have invited him to share his experience so that others can also take advantage from his preparation strategy. So first of all, thank you so much, Akanshu, for taking out a time and sharing your experience with us. So welcome to my YouTube channel, and we are very happy to host you for this session. So, guys, we'll just start our discussion with Akanshu. I would be asking him a lot of questions, and you have also sent me a couple of questions regarding the preparation strategy. So, Akanshu would be answering to all of your questions, and yeah, over to you, Akanshu. We can start our discussion, and you can quickly introduce yourself to the audience.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much, Sachin, for giving this opportunity. So yeah. So firstly, I'll introduce myself. I am Akanshu Biyani, as like Sachin told about me. It's been near to 10 years of experience that I'm having as a CA. So near to like 1 decade as a CA, and now qualified or passed the CISA examination. Uh, I am core internal auditor. So last 10 years, I'm into internal audit into insurance organization. Currently, I am working with Aditya Birla Sun Life Insurance as a AVP in internal audit. So yeah, this is basically about me, Sachin.
Okay. So basically, Akanshu will start our discussion. And first, I want to ask you that why you have opted for CISA, like as a qualification, you are a chartered accountant working in internal audit. So can you tell us our audience that why you have opted for CISA certification?
So Sachin, there were two major reasons like why I have opted for CISA
Yeah.
certification. One is its global reach or global recognition. So
Okay.
CISA is like somewhere recognized, like CA is also recognized in all the countries. However, going
Okay.
through like the new emerging technology, everything is now like say the tech and IT. So, firstly, it's the global recognition. Second is on the career advancement. So,
Okay.
somewhere it is opening us the new routes. So, if you see the normal CA, how we do, we are going into the audit or taxation or finance type of thing. However, when it
Correct.
is like something coming to IT audit or the tech audit, so that is the path where we need to have some specific certification, and CISA is best certification for that. So that was the reason I thought of pursuing this. Yeah.
Okay, great. So basically, can we say that nowadays, even if you are working in operational audit or non-IT audit, you will require some kind of understanding on the IT controls as well, because day by day, there is a lot of dependencies on a technology side. So being an internal auditor, you thought that it is better that if I gain some knowledge about the IT controls, correct? Can we say
Yeah,
that?
100%. It is not like that. Even if I have to do IT audit, then only I need to require the knowledge about the IT areas, the controls and risk. Even for the operational audit or financial audit. So, for example, I'm doing a
Yeah,
financial audit. I need to check whether audit trail is available or not. If I will not
perfect.
be knowing about the system, how I'll check the audit trail, what type of trail should be there, how the logging should be there, I will not be able to check that. So I will be relying on someone who is having the technical expertise. So yeah, in any of the audit or if, even you are in the third line of defense or in the second line of defense, this is something very much
Mhm.
required nowadays.
Okay, perfect. That's great. So, guys, now I hope you have understand the importance of CISA certification, why it is important for an auditor. Like, it is not like that it is only for the IT auditor, correct? So, as rightly explained by Akanshu. Now we will move to our next questions, Akanshu. So, I got to know that you have cleared your CISA examination within a 15 days. So, I think that that is a great achievement. Okay. So can you tell me about your preparation strategies, how you have cleared this certification within a 15 days?
So yeah, firstly, yeah, I have cleared even not 15 days, you can say like 13 to 14 days was complete.
Oh,
When like I
that's
started, like I wake up ki yeah, abhi mujhe, I have to do this certification. I need to give this exam. This is the last date
okay.
by which I need to appear for the exam. So how I
Okay.
started, I'll tell you, like during these 15 days, what was my preparedness strategy.
Yeah.
So first step was to attend the lectures. So what I've
Yeah.
done, like five domains, I've attended lectures domain wise domain. So firstly,
Perfect.
like for instance, I've attended the lecture of domain one. I have prepared the short notes of each domain.
Okay.
And notes
Okay.
were like that it should not be taking more than 30 to 40 minutes at the time of revision. So, like on the
Okay.
final day when you are giving the exam, for instance, like I have selected the exam time of 1 o'clock. So, if I'm
Okay.
waking up, whatever be the time for five domains, it is taking 200 to 250 minutes for revision.
Understood.
So, each
Understood.
domain I have prepared notes of 30 to 40 minutes. Second,
Okay.
after attending the lecture, I have again just what's it gone through these notes that I have prepared for 30 to 40 minutes again for a quick revision. After that, I
Okay.
attended the Q&A of that particular module. For
Okay.
Q&A, what I have done, I have prepared one Excel sheet where like if 200 questions are there, so like number 1 to 200, I just mark it down. I attended each and every question and then written in front of that whether it is correct or incorrect to identify that how much score I
Okay.
am getting in that particular module or domain. So
Okay.
nearly I at in the first instance when I'm attending the lecture and prepare after going through the short notes and going through the Q&A, I was able to score near to between 60 to 70% at that time.
Okay. That's
After
okay.
all these things, so this I have done for all the five domains, and where I told like, yeah, this is 60 to 70% marks that I was getting in.
Okay.
Then what I've done, the new syllabus. So
Hmm.
the course material or something that I was referring that was of the old CISA syllabus. So I have
Okay.
gone through the changes whatever are there into all the five domains. I've
Okay.
done the seen the video, gone through the notes, prepared the short summary for that. So this is what
Okay.
I have done to cope up with the new CISA syllabus that is there. I guess we'll
Okay.
discuss again in the next some 10-15 minutes after that, that what different type of questions that we got into CISA examination.
Good.
Okay, now after doing this, again what I've done, so like 60 to 70% of question or something coming correctly. Now the
Okay.
questions that were wrong. So for all the five modules, for all the five domains, I've gone through the wrong questions, the questions where I've given the wrong answers. I have read
Okay.
all the four answers. So like what was the answer that I have given and why it was wrong. So
Okay.
after going through all the wrong answers, I again reattempted those questions, and again I
Mhm.
got like near to 70 to 80% in those questions. So this was
Okay.
something related to the five domains, then the Q&A of that and how I've done that. And the
Understood.
most important is something giving the mock test.
Okay.
So I guess I have given near to 5 to 6 mock test paper in
Okay.
last 3 to 4 days of this 15 days. So this is how like I was able to do the study of the CISA material, going through the Q&A, doing the
Yeah.
mock test, and
Yeah.
then knowing that yeah, which are the domains or like the particular topics where I'm lacking. So
Yeah.
again, like revising on that. This is something I
Yeah.
have done.
Understood. So very detailed explanation and very detailed step by step, process you have mentioned, Akanshu. So guys, here I just wanted to highlight couple of things what Akanshu have done. So whenever we are reading any domains, it is very important that we prepare our own notes. So like, Akanshu have highlighted what he was doing whenever he was completing a domain. He was making sure that there is a notes available which he has to refer on the for a last minute revision. So that is, I believe, very, very important. And one more thing, whenever he was getting the wrong answers, he has prepared some kind of data like an Excel sheet that okay, this many questions were there where I'm getting the wrong answer. And then when he has completed his study, he again go back to the wrong questions and he has checked whether my understanding is now correct or not. And most important thing here is what at the end of the session, he has completed 5 to 6 mock test paper. And I believe that mock test paper has given him so much of confidence that now he is ready for the examination. And guys, Akanshu, for your easy reference, what he has done is he has also shared us a detailed day by day plan, what he has done. Okay, so we would like to hear this plan from Akanshu itself. Akanshu, if you can, tell us the audience about how you have done the preparation day wise in a 15 days. Although you have shared us these presentations also, but yeah, if you can explain something for
Sure,
this.
sure, Sachin. So yeah, so when like I started, what was my plan? My plan was to uh, cover all the five domains in 5 to 6 days. So like
Okay.
covering domain is like covering the lecture in 5 to 6 days. But then
Okay.
like when I've seen that my what's the core strength or like the plus point is there into domain 1 and 2. Those are like
Okay.
something related to the audit controls and all this thing. So
Okay.
these two I've covered. So like day one, I have done the covered the lecture of domain one, prepared the short notes, attended the Q&A. Then when coming
Okay.
on the domain three, it was
Yeah.
something I just given more time to that. That not every time it is not possible to attend the lecture on 1.5 or 1.75 times. So many times I have yeah I've covered the lecture for half an hour. Then I have given go through the notes. So domain
Okay.
3, I have closed in 2 days. Same for domain 4 and domain 5. So you
Okay.
say like out of 15 days, at the end of the 7.5 or 8 day, I like the 50% of the day, I'm done with attending all the lectures,
Perfect.
preparing short notes for that, and attending the
Mhm.
Q&A. So at that
Okay.
time, I was aware that yeah, I'm at least 60 to 70% of question I can answer correctly. Now
Okay.
it is something when we are covering domain wise at that time, we know that yeah, if the this particular question is coming, then answer will be out of these four. However,
Correct.
when we are going through the mock test or we are giving the exam, at that time
Hmm.
the questions are not coming something domain wise. So I might have one particular concept in mind which is from domain 2, and the related concept is there in domain 4 also. So
Correct.
because of that, we will require to attend all the mock test and all this thing. So after 8 days, what I have done like this. Firstly, yeah. So before that, I have gone through the new syllabus video,
Mhm.
gone through the Q&A, prepared the short notes, paused that for all the wrong answer. So this was the 10th day. Complete day I went into that. So like 30 to 40% question, if I'm saying. So
Yeah.
out of like 1000 question, 200 or 300 question will be such where I
Hmm.
have given the wrong answer in my first attempt. So I've gone
Correct.
through all the four options and then re-attempted the question to check yeah
Okay.
kahan kitne पानी में है, where I'm standing at that point
Yeah.
of time.
Hmm.
Then again like revision of all the domains, new syllabus revision, and then started attending the mock test. After
Correct.
even after giving the mock test, when I'm sure that yeah whatever the CISA, the Q&A that is given by CISA, I have attempted that. But again, my view
Okay.
was to attempt some more Q&A. So Sachin,
Correct.
there is a Q&A that was shared by you that
Yeah.
helped me a lot. And in the last 2 to 3 days of this the time period before I was to about to give the exam, I've attended more Q&A. So I can tell like during my 15 days time period, I would have attended near to 1500 to 2000 questions in total
Okay.
and
Okay.
5 to 6
Yes.
mock test paper that I have given. Yeah.
Understood. That's great. And see, you have highlighted one more point here that we need to make sure that we allocate more time for the Q&As and mock test paper. So, can you tell our audience what is the reason that you are highlighting this particular thing?
Sachin, so see, when we are reading the concept, so for example, I'll give you a quick example of
Yeah.
related to accounting. We all
Yeah.
know the golden rules of accounting, like yeah, debit
Correct.
what comes in, credit what goes out.
Correct.
But when I need to pass the entry in the system, at that time it
Correct.
is not like the question in the exam will not be that simple that what I need to debit or what I need to credit. The
Correct.
question will be case study or type of a big statement that this is the company where these type of things are there. Out of these, what items you will debit and what items you will credit. So
Correct.
along with knowing the concept, you need to know that how am I applying to that.
Correct.
Before that, the Q&A is important. And why mock test paper is important? It gives us the confidence firstly with that in how much time I am able to answer all the questions.
Correct.
So there are 150 questions that we need to answer. These are coming from all the five domains. Whether it is
Correct.
taking me, it is taking 3 hours or 4 hours or more than 4 hours, or like
Correct.
I'm able to close it in 2.5 hours, so that I'm having a sufficient time period when I'm sitting for the main exam to
Correct.
review again all the answers that I've given. So yeah, that is the importance. So if I can
Okay.
tell you, like
That's
my
great.
20 to 30%, yeah.
Yeah. So you have spent 20 to 30% time of giving mock test paper and solving Q&A, correct?
No, no, it is the other way around,
Okay.
Sachin. If you see, 30%
Okay.
will be something going through the lectures and
Okay.
preparing the short notes. So you'll see in all the 15 days,
Yeah.
I have written about the Q&A.
Correct.
So
Every day.
this Q&A and mock test paper is something it took near to 60 to 70% of the time.
Okay, okay, that's really great. And can you tell me one more thing, like a day before exam, what was your mindset and what were you thinking and what was your, day, 1 day before the exam?
So if I telling you what happened one day before exam,
Yeah.
5 o'clock in the evening, electricity went at
Okay.
at my place in Thane, and that came
Okay.
near to like 9 or 10 in the night. I
Oh,
was on exam leave. Still, what
yeah.
I've done, I went to my office in the evening, sit there,
Okay.
and done the study. So this is something, yeah, what happened actually. However, on the last day before the exam, so like I have given all the mock test paper before that, attended the Q&A. So somewhere
Okay.
I was sure that yeah, there are 50-50% chances that yeah, I may clear the exam. Again, I was not that sure, because just giving this big exam in 15, just giving 15 days of your time and
Correct.
clearing the exam, and no one can be that sure कि हाँ यार ये तो हम कर ही लेंगे.
Correct.
So
Correct.
yeah, the last day I was little bit tensed in the first half of the day. I have
Okay.
attended some Q&A, attended again one mock test paper, and then just sat for 1 hour. I was not doing anything, was just seeing ki yaar, what I have done into last 13 days, how if I'm taking extra pressure or tension, it may ruin whatever the knowledge or the what
Yeah.
say the understanding that I've got into 13, 14 days. So
Correct.
yeah, then I just realigned myself and then tried to cover as much possible. Not like yeah, I need to sit for 18 hours to study just before the exam, so that
Yeah.
everything should be in my mind. Something happens that even if you are studying 8 to 10 hours decently, and
Correct.
if it is going in your mind, that helps on the exam day, rather than taking the extra stress and sitting the complete night and doing the study. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, okay, that's great. So I hope now you guys understood the day-wise strategy what Akanshu have followed, and it is very well written in the PPT as well, guys. So you can refer that. Now, my next question to you, Akanshu, like in this 15 days, what all materials you have referred to clear the examination? So if you can, explain us that okay, this much material you have referred.
So Sachin, sincerely saying, I was not having this much time to go through the CISA material and in detail, because that's a big
Okay.
book, like the big
Official
modules
book
that we
you
are
are talking
having,
about review
official book,
manual.
review manual. So we are
Okay.
not having that much time as like that are there in the CA, the big modules that we are having.
Yeah.
So what I have done, I have attended your lectures. I have gone through the PPT that is presented in the class that we are having.
Okay.
Other than that, the short notes that I prepared, that was something that I've gone through. Then the Q&A of the CISA, the 27, whichever is I guess the 13th or 14th,
Yeah.
that Q&A manual that is available. I have gone through the Q&A manual. I have
Okay.
given some mock test paper, and the additional Q&A is something I have gone through. I can
Okay.
say like for the fifth module where it was something related to cyber security and that concept, for which
Yeah.
I might have taken some YouTube like what say videos or seen. I might have gone through that to know
Okay.
more about it, what type of different type of attacks may be there and how to prevent from
Okay.
that attacks. So yeah,
Okay.
this is basically I have covered into the 15 days as a material.
Okay, that's great. So I just wanted to highlight one more thing here, guys. So there are a lot of people who are saying that is it mandatory to go through the review manual or not? So it totally depends, guys. It depends on your preparation strategy, what preparation strategies you are following. So Akanshu have shared his preparation strategies, and he is able to clear the examination without going through the review manual. So obviously he has attended a class. He carries so much of experience in the field of internal audit like almost a decade years of experience in the internal audit. So that also I believe matters a lot. Okay, but yeah, this is all the material that he has referred. Now my
So
next
Sachin,
question. Yeah, sorry.
Sachin, before going into next question again, yeah, I
Yeah,
wanted to say about this. So you told about like the experience or the
yeah,
decade experience. Two things. First,
yeah,
like many things that we do in the real life, those are somewhere it is varying from the CISA, whatever is written in the CISA study material. So I can say at least minimum 5 to 10% is something that I can say are in my organization. No, this is not happening. So when we are attempting the question, this thing is coming into my mind that no, I am doing this, then this should be correct. But yeah, many a times, firstly, our goal is to clear the exam. So we need
yeah,
to go through the CISA study material, whatever is there. Even I guess you in your class is also specifically telling many a times to all the students that yeah, we need to clear the exam.
yeah,
So we need to honor whatever is written in the CISA study material rather than by our own thoughts and belief. Second,
correct.
yeah, the experience that we are having into a practical life helps many place or in many of the questions. When we see or we can just what say we can picturize that yeah, this
Correct.
type of situation is there. If I would
Correct.
have been there, what I would have done.
Yeah.
So yeah, this helps.
So that auditor minds definitely helps a lot, like being an auditor, because the CISA examination is all about auditing only. So I believe it will definitely help in terms of what you are doing. Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect. Now, my next question is about the mindset one day before the exam. You have already explained it.
yeah,
So you have already covered, I believe, this particular part. If you want to add
yeah.
something more, yeah,
No, Sachin, I guess I have covered. The
yeah,
mindset was something in the first half. I told that it was little bit tense, then it got relaxed. So
yeah,
my core attention was to uh, have whatever is there in my mind to again recapture that and not to give extra stress
uh,
just to be sure ki I am reading 18 hours or 20 hours. It was
uh,
just to make sure that whatever is there, I am aligning to that. And when
okay.
we know if we are giving the mock test paper and Q&A, if I have done before that and I'm knowing that at least I'm scoring 60 to 70%, that also when we are attempting the mock test paper at home, we try to cover as soon as possible. So it's not like that we are sitting for 4 hours. So my mind share was that if I'm able to get 60 to 70% in the mock test paper in when I'm giving the mock test paper in 1 or 1.5 hour, if I will be sitting in the exam hall, I will be having a complete 4 hours to give the exam. So it will again like at least 5% score will be more than this only. So yeah, that was something was there in my mind.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Now we'll discuss your experience during the examination. Okay, so I want to ask these questions. What was the difficulty level of overall examination? Like, what do you feel? How was your exam in terms of difficulty?
I can tell it is moderate,
Mhm,
not as easy as we when we are attending the class. So we think that yeah, this concept is this easy, and not
mhm,
as difficult like that. All are like related to some case studies, some big case studies given, and we are not able to even relate to the case or relate to the answers. It was a
okay.
moderately difficult, I can say.
Okay, okay. And you have also highlighted one thing here that many questions looks similar, okay, but they change a few parameters and then answer will also change accordingly. So if you can, share some more experience about this.
So yeah, I noted like even a minimum like I can say like 5 to 8 questions will be there. Where like
Mhm,
if when I'm attempting the question, it is looking like yeah, ye to like I have given this I have what's I read this question and answered this question just 20 or 30 questions before this. But
Okay.
when I was again, so this happened with me first time when I was attempting all the 150 questions.
Hmm.
So whenever I was having this type of situation, I was marking that question that I need to again go through this question. When
Okay.
I went through or gone through the question again, then I come to know, oh, so this is like in this question, this was asking me what is the first thing that you will be doing, and in the
Okay.
next question it was asking me what is the best as a auditor you will be doing, or what is the
Okay.
most as a auditor you will be doing. So
Okay.
giving the exam many times, what happens, I can say like, yeah, it is possible that is uh, uh, CISA is very happier with me, or so they are giving me the
Mhm.
same question, but it's not like
Mhm.
that. The question
Correct.
may be tweaked a little bit. We
Yeah.
need to go through them in detail and see that the answer that I'm giving is related to particular that question, and not having the perception about the earlier question in the mind.
Correct. So I agree with you on this, Akanshu, because many a time student also tells me that Sachin, there are few questions which are repeated. So I always say it is not possible, boss. How will out of 150 they will give you 10 repeated questions, correct? So you are
Yeah.
absolutely right. We have to mark those kind of questions, and then if we will compare and if then we will answer, that would be a better way to solve those kind of questions. Perfect. Now, like I also get these questions from the student itself that during CISA examination, how many questions they can expect on the case study, a lengthy question or case study type question. So, what was your experience for this?
So, Sachin, just to clarify, for case study, you wanted to say like one big case is given, and two or three questions related to
No, 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 not
that
like that.
particular case
Not
study.
like that.
Okay.
Only like a single, like the some situation based or type that they have given too much of information on the question itself, and then they're asking you something out of it.
Not much. I can say it will be within 10%, not more than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So no such longer question. All the questions were normal, like and no such lengthy or case study type of questions.
So, I can say matlab, even 5 to 10% will too low. It can be something related to 10 to 15%, but not more than
Hmm.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
In Q&A, I have seen some of the questions related to case study that one particular big case is given, and
Correct.
then two to three question related to that was there.
Yeah.
However, there was not a single question related to that. Yeah,
Okay.
a big statement will be there, and then we need to firstly, what say, read that statement, that what is written there, and the
Mhm.
answers are somewhere also. So,
Mhm.
but it was not something much. However, what I have
Mhm.
done to, what say, firstly to check whether I am attending the maximum question that I am knowing first.
Mhm.
Firstly, I have skipped those questions. I have went to the next
Okay.
question. I have
Okay.
done this till 150 question. At the end of the 150, when I attempted the last question, till that time I would have given the answer of like 100 or 10 and 110 or 115 questions.
Okay.
There were like near to 20, 30 questions were there. So you can say like 15 to 20%, where it was
Mhm.
a big statement that is given. I
Mhm.
need to read that statement in detail. So
Mhm.
those statements are like nearly taking 1 minute of our time, and then go through the multiple choice answers and then giving the answer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. Now, very interesting topic. I got a lot of inquiry for this. That you, since you have given the examination as per the new syllabus, so just wanted to ask you what kind of topics were asked from the new syllabus. If you can, only share the topic so that student can understand the importance of those new topic and accordingly they can also prepare when appearing for the exam.
So, telling you module wise, in module
Hmm.
two, data privacy related questions was there.
Okay.
Then your PII, personal identifiable information questions related to that was there.
Uh-huh.
One question was related to your trans-border data flow, that yeah, data is flowing from one country to another. So
Hmm.
these were there, something from domain 2, what I
Hmm.
recollect. From domain 4, there were a couple of questions on the log management, that
Okay.
for this type of activity, what type of log you will see as an auditor, and
Okay.
how the log management is done related to that. The
Hmm.
majorly questions were from domain 5, where,
Okay.
yeah, on the zero trust architecture, as you have mentioned, or the data loss prevention, or on
Mhm.
the ECC, this cryptography, digital signature. So these are some questions I can give. If number I have to give, near 10 to 15 question were there from the new syllabus, and the
Okay.
rest of the question I can say it is from the old syllabus.
Okay. And by any chance, have you encountered any questions from AI? Like since in domain one also they have added one topic, a role of AI and RPA in the audit. So anything that you can recollect? Was there any some topic in the exam?
Sachin, I'm not able to recollect whether there was any question from AI in that particular session or not, because like as you know, the questions
Yeah.
are changing in
Correct.
all the exams. Daily the questions are changing. So
Mm.
possibly when I have given the exam, the question are more from domain 2, 4, and 5. It may
Okay.
happens that in some of the exam there may be question from domain 1, as
Okay.
like AI and ML is too much in talk nowadays. And yeah, as an
Correct.
auditor, we should know what is our role in doing the audit related to that concept. But yeah,
Uh,
if there would have been a question, it will be maximum one question will be there. But I'm not able
mhm.
to recollect that whether a question was there or not.
Understood. Understood. Perfect. And now just tell me about the time management, how important it is to manage your time during your examination. Tell me your strategies as well, that how you have managed your time during these examination.
So first thing, as I told that I have tried to answer only that question for which I am sure that yeah I know the answer. So I have
Okay.
done starting from first question to 150 question.
Mhm.
There were near to 30 questions which I was not able to answer in my first attempt. So I have marked those
Okay.
questions. Second, I have marked those
Mhm.
questions where I have seen that yeah I know the answer, but there might be I
Mhm.
again want to relook this question. I was not knowing whether I will be able to attempt in 2 hour or 3 hour or 3.5 hours. So I marked a very little questions where I wanted to review the answer of those questions. So 30 question was such where I was not able to attempt in the first answer, and near
Okay.
to 10 questions were there where I have marked that I wanted to review the exam. I review the
Okay.
answer.
Okay.
The first 120 question took near to 2 hours to complete.
Okay.
Then the next 30 question took near to one and a half, near to sorry, 30 to 40 minutes to complete.
Okay.
So at the end of like 2 hour 30 minute or 2 hour 40 minute, I was
Mhm.
somewhere I have what's it, attempted all 150 questions at once. Now I
Okay.
was having sufficient time near to like 1.5 hour or 1 hour 20 minute. So my
Correct.
attention was not only to go through those 10 questions, my attention was to go through all the 150 questions, because like
Okay.
60 to 70 or 80 minutes is more than sufficient to
Correct.
review all the questions. So I
Perfect.
again started from question one and gone through answer of all the questions, reading all the four options, whether I'm correct or not, whether the question, whatever is asking, it is asking me the best or most or first, whether I'm answering according to that or not. So
Mhm.
I have written even like that near to I have changed answer of 8 to 10 questions from the total
Okay.
150 questions. So yeah, and when I have completed this review, it was near to like 3 hour and 45 minute or 50 minute that I was
Okay.
able to attend all the 150 question, review all the 150 questions before submitting the final this. Yeah.
Okay. And when you have submitted, you got pass. So that
Yeah,
was, I
when
believe.
submitted, before that they are asking some other questions that how is the what say the CISA study material, or there are some couple of questions that are asked. So firstly I submitted, then there was those 10 questions. The next 10 questions were something related to the center, how you like the
Okay.
center, how was the facility at the center, whether there
Okay.
was any issue in locating the center and all these things. When
Okay.
submitted that, then yeah, it was just roaming around, and then this pass was somewhere coming on the screen. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I believe that was a very proud moment for you because you have, cleared this examination in such a short period of time, and that too also you have shared your detailed mark sheet with us, and you have scored more than 70%, which is really a great score, I would say. And heartiest congratulations to you. And now I just wanted to ask, is there anything that you want to say to the participants who are going to appear for this examination in near short period of time, or in the upcoming months? So anything that a final message that you want to give to my audience?
One question is there should be no fear. If we are
Okay.
fearing that, yeah, I cannot give the exam, or
Yeah.
yeah, this is too technical, or whether I will be able to pass or not. If we
Okay.
think like that, the we will be continuously, what say, will be rescheduling the exam. We
Okay.
need to fix one date that, yeah, this is the final date I need to give the exam, and then do the
Okay.
backward calculation, start studying according to that. And I'm sure that if I can pass, if I can get 70% of the exam
Yeah.
just by the method that I followed, the candidates who are there, if they have given more time, then it is
Yeah.
sure that you will be able to pass the examination with more
Okay.
better marks, the more better understanding. Yeah,
Okay.
this is what I can say, Sachin.
Okay, perfect. I believe that's all. So I have covered all the questions which I got from the participants. And now, before we end this session, just wanted to ask you your experience in terms of classes. Now let's do some promotion of my classes as well. So, yeah, not from the promotion side. Okay, can you just tell me how was your experience when you were watching the sessions? Like, give us the true feedback. Like, how was your
Yeah, yeah.
experience?
Sachin, so it's not like that I'm on a chat with you, so I am telling you, but it was
Yeah,
really superb experience.
yeah,
I was not sure because whenever I heard from someone, from my colleague or any
yeah,
friend who has given the examination, what I have learned is, yeah, module one, domain one, two, these are okay, but
yeah,
three, four, five is like something very
yeah.
technical for a chartered accountant who is not from the IT or tech background.
Okay,
But when I attended your lectures, it was really like looking like, yeah, this is not that technical that a non-tech guy cannot give this exam. Uh,
okay,
the simplicity through which you have covered the topics, and I can say, like, when I've given the exam,
yeah,
90 to 95% topic will be something that is something you have covered in all of your five domains, or in the new syllabus video that you have given. So yeah, it was very smooth. Second, somewhere only bookish knowledge somewhere not helps. And
correct.
you
That's true.
I've seen in some so in maximum, in all, I guess, in all the five domains, you try to cover that, yeah, how is like something risk register looking like, what are different type of controls, how the scoring is done, or what are different type of policies. So yeah, the mix of the theoretical or academic knowledge and the practical knowledge, somewhere that is there in the class, that helped a lot. Only going through academics will not help. So yeah,
Correct.
superb. Thank you so much, Sachin,
Correct.
for making these classes so easy for students to understand, and yeah, that helped
Yeah.
me in passing the exam. Yeah.
No, no. So I believe, see, in this examination and all, it is all about how much effort you put. So, firstly, I also wanted to say a thank you so much for taking out a time from your busy schedule and sharing this experience with all the participants, and the way you have presented into the PPT. I believe that will also help the participant to keep these pointers in a mind. And yeah, once again, thank you so much for joining the session, and wish you best of luck for all your future things, Akanshu. We'll stay
Thank
connected. Thank you so much.
thank you so much, Sachin. Yeah.
And in case of any queries from student, I will definitely get back to you, and will try to answer their queries. So in case of any queries, guys, you can write that in a chat, and we'll try to take answers from Akanshu.
Sure, Sachin. Thank you so much.
Okay.
It was
Thank you
nice
so much.
connecting to you. Thank
Yeah,
you. Bye.
thank you. Bye.